Hey guys, it's me Saatvika, and today I'm going to be discussing the importance of community in whatever group that you are in that's related to the arts, whether it be choir, somewhere in theater, an a cappella group, any sort of group. I just want to talk about community in those spaces and why they're super important. A really big reason as to why I want to talk about this is because I personally have been reminiscing about the community and I've been missing it. So I really want to talk about what a really cool thing it is and how important it is, especially when you're trying to create art and you're trying to present it with other people, and how important it is to work together with them. For me, one of the biggest musical groups or arts groups that I've been part of for a really long time is choir. And I've always felt like it's very important to have teamwork in these places. I think community is very important because it'll make you feel like there's a place where you can belong. And I really think it's a very vital part of being a human that you always want to fit in. And it's very beautiful to have a place where you all connect, all based on one common interest, whether it be singing, whether it be acting, whether it be like the love of theater, whether it be any sort of art situation or any sort of situation at all where there's one common ground that connects all of you regardless of your backgrounds. And I just really wanted to discuss how important it is. One of the reasons it's really important is because it really helps to convey your message when you're all unified and conveying that message together. It also helps you to get through tough times, especially for me, speaking from personal experience, having some people who I got to start bonds with solely from the fact that we all like to sing, and now they're one of my best friends in the world. So it's very beautiful to see that you can get life-lasting bonds from just having one common passion. So I really am also making this video to encourage people to try their best to incorporate as much community as they can in these times, in our hard times of having a pandemic, of learning virtually, of doing all these things virtually. And we're really missing that sense of community that we used to have. So I really want to encourage how important it is, and I want to spread that idea. Having a strong community, having a loving community also helps to promote your own growth, because when you're in a loving community, you feel safe, you feel like making mistakes are okay, and making mistakes is one of the best ways to learn. So I think it's very wonderful that you can have this type of community in these type of places. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's super duper important, that it helps you grow, it helps you propel forward, it brings everyone with you. It's not only you going forward in life, it's everyone coming with you, along with you on this journey. So I really wanted to just stress how important it is. Having community in these places, I feel like, also opens up your eyes to all different types of ways people live, all different types of way people have mindsets, how they view the world. So I think having a community in these spaces also helps you realize and gives you the people skills of how people are in the real world, and it gives you that little glimpse of how important it is to have people to support you in the real world, and how there are people who you might not like, but you have to do it for the team, and there are things that you have to put aside to make this goal succeed. And I think it really sets you up for the future, or after you get out of high school, after you get out of college, when you have to go into the real world and you have to face people who maybe the only common thing you have is that you work at the same place. And you have to build a relationship with them to grow and to propel forward in your own life. So it's very important because it also gives you a big, gives you a, not a big, it gives you an insight into what the real world is going to be and what people are like in the real world. I also really want to encourage that these times that we're going through are temporary, but even something temporary can feel permanent, can feel like it's going on for a long time. I feel like talking about community in choir and all these other art places is important, but I want to also emphasize the importance of community for our times now, in times of corona. Like, we need to be there for each other, and I think one of the best places to start is from choir or from these art places, because there's something common where you can create a community and you can start doing something great, like the Treble Clef project, and having people come together all for the love of music or for the love of arts. And yeah, it's just a wonderful thing. I really wanted to push the idea of community being key in these times, and um, that there's something to look forward to when you go back to school, when you go back into the real world, and it all opens back, and there's something wonderful about it. So I just wanted to spread some sort of optimism and some sort of positivity that there's a whole world ahead of us where we have to become together, and we're going to change it, we're going to grow it. So yeah, but I feel like it all just starts in these small theaters, in these small rooms, and you create the best memories of your life. So if you're a person who's been in choir for like the first year, or if you're a person who's doing all of this for the first time and you aren't feeling the things that I'm saying, I really want to encourage you to look forward to these things and get excited about them, because these things and this community, or the communities that you're going to join into, are really going to change your life and impact you for the better. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I really hope that made you feel like there's something to look forward to and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.